Hello and welcome to Wolfman Gaming. This is my Control blind playthrough. And in the previous episode I went through the training course, which was an amazingly painful experience. Very hard to get through, very frustrating. And we are now heading to the research sector, see if we can find Dr. Darling, which I still think is a quite... It's not the best name to have. I bet he was bullied as a kid. And let's see if this place was swarming with enemies the last time I set foot in here, so... But doesn't seem like... it is that now. And I think the way to proceed is to go down, but first we're gonna go up here and see if there is anything fun we can pick up. Perhaps a little modifier or something like that. What's this? Never mind. Probably not supposed to go there yet. Wow. Did you see that shit? He managed to get a grenade in that tiny little gap. That is Uncharted 2 levels of aiming. And if you're not sure what I mean, anyone who has played Uncharted 2 on crushing difficulty will know exactly what I mean. And if you want a demonstration and you don't have the game yourself, I would recommend go into my guide and check out, I think it's the episode called Monastery, where an enemy lobs a grenade at me from such a... What the hell is that thing? Yeah, an enemy lobs a grenade, makes it land basically right between my feet, and he's so far away. I'm surprised if we're even in the same county as each other. Let's see. Where should I go? Should I go down? Probably so, to progress. But I feel if I start, I think a bunch of enemies just spawned in. Yes, here we have them. See if we can perform a little bit better this time. Something that would be really awesome would be if you could like snatch their grenades out of thin air and throw them back at them. Bit like... What the hell is that floating guy? Dead. That's what he is. Bit like in the Spider-Man games when you could snatch rockets out of air with the web shooter and throw them back at enemies. Super satisfactory to do. Only sad thing was that they had like the attack of a BB gun when you threw them. Is that all of them? Nope. Even more guys. I must say, this game, the combat feels a bit cramped. Because basically, certain points it feels like you can't take 2 steps without running into hordes of enemies. Whew. And it's never like you run into one at a time. It's always, as I said, hordes of them. There we go. That must be all of them. Whew. That felt like it came really close. And let's not dilly-dally. I'm gonna head to further on because that was quite hectic and I feel like I want to make some progress. So this should be where we're supposed to go. Ah, is that a cleansing point?
She's in trouble. I need to reach her.
Sure. And I love these really dark areas where you can't see shit. Parakinesiology. What do you know? More hordes of enemies. Come on, guys. And speaking of the Uncharted games, as you may know, I'm a really big fan of them. I have done walkthroughs for all the installments in the series except for the one called Golden Abyss. And that is the only installment in the series that I've barely played. I do have it for my PlayStation Vita. I have begun to play it a number of times, but it was one of those games that was released very, I think, quite early on in the Vita's existence. And then they were really into like utilizing the touchpad on the back of the machine. And the thing is, the problem with all, whenever something is released with a gimmicky controller, I think that at the beginning they really crowbar it into every game, because this is novelty. We worked hard on this, our development team needs recognition, and we also need to justify the cost of having this touchpad. So we're gonna put it in every game and make you use it no matter how awkward it may be. And that is exactly the thing. It was quite awkward to use. Let's see, was that all of them? Goddamn hope so. Okay. That's weird. But anyway, Golden Abyss. Yes, I have started playing it a number of times and haven't played it to completion. I have barely played past, I think, the first enemy encounter in that game, because it's probably fun when you get more into it, but it feels a bit awkward. And I read an article, I read a post recently about why the Vita probably failed so quickly. Ooh. Let's see. I want right, more energy. And
It's not what you always get.
I would love to have more health. What's this? Construct Pierce. Pierce is precise with a charged shot that penetrates armor and enemies at any range. Well, hello. Spin has a generous magazine and high rate of fire, best used in controlled bursts. So that is like a machine gun.
This place is vitally important to the Bureau. Most information on the astral plane is
Now let's see. So I have personal mods. Another mod slot. So we can install a second one. What's the first one I have? Health recovery per element pickup plus 21%. That is a good thing. Let's see. Launch energy cost, perhaps. Can deconstruct that one because we have a better one. Same with that one. I'm gonna switch this one out for that one. So then we can deconstruct that one. Deconstruct that one. Energy recovery speed plus 21%. Yes. Hell yes. Plus 50% headshot damage. Weapon armor damage plus 30%. Can deconstruct one of them because I don't need two. Soon. Oh, that's exclusive to Pierce. Headshot damage plus 50%.
we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly
So,
complex systems, and simplification does them no justice. Now, the white
what I'm a bit curious of is the 50% extra damage.
An early hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective, but that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place, not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But then one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We've been able to record footage of the astral plane by monitoring the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is the only concrete material that has come out of the astral plane expeditions, apart from one shocking exception. In the astral plane footage, we're always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded concluded that this, not the entire plane, is what the board controls. We have glimpsed movement, native species, always in the distance, and yet contact was made. We don't have footage of this, a technical malfunction, but when one of our astronauts returned, a brain cloud, an astral fugue, had hitchhiked a ride in his head. It ruptured out, killing the subject in question. It's a relentless predator, pursuing thoughts, minds, lethal to those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
All right. This should be the way up to Marshall.
I can't believe they keep that thing here.
Okay, we're gonna have to be efficient about this because that is a really annoying sound to listen to. So do we just bolt in here? Not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do. Sometimes this game makes me feel really stupid. Okay, so now it's contained. I have I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. But I'm gonna find that out in the next episode. So I want to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. So until next time, this is the Wolfman signing off.